tonight, guys. Let's talk some MMA tonight, guys. To all my MMA fans out there, I know I haven't been, I put up some video on my podcast, but you're watching it. Thank everyone for subscribing and sharing it and liking the video, guys. I appreciate it. Much appreciated, guys. I thank you, guys. Thank you again. To all my fans, thank you. A lot of subscribers, thank everyone for who's subscribing to my platform. Thank everyone again, just waiting for some people to come on tonight, and we're going to speak some MMA tonight. MMA talking tonight, guys. Some MMA. All the MMA fans out there, the John Jones fans, the GOAT, the GOAT, the GOAT. John Jones is the GOAT. We all know that. The GOAT is in the house. John Jones is the GOAT. To MMA fans. Come on now, all the MMA fans out there, what's going on? All the MMA people, MMA. Welcome to all the MMA fans. We are a minute and 17 seconds in the live. Coming from Staten Island, 47 degrees, guys. The weather have changed. The weather changed. Whoa. Made a U-turn. It's cold in New York. It's a cold night. But I'm streaming live tonight, guys. What's going on, people? What's going on? Thank you for the like. Yes, guys, welcome to the chat. We're going to talk some MMA tonight, guys. Some MMA. You know the big fight coming up this weekend, guys. The big fight coming up. John Jones. The GOAT. The GOAT. You guys saw the interview that John Jones... Yo, that interview, man. That's a nice interview, man. We haven't heard from John Jones in years. John Jones hadn't been on a camera to do a good interview. Good afternoon, guys. What's up going on, people? Thank you for the live. Thank you, press, coming to live, guys. So we're talking some MMA tonight, man. John Jones haven't been in the media, on a positive note. I mean, he's been on a down low, doing good things for a couple of years now. We haven't heard anything. I mean, but he looked like he's in very good shape, guys. He looked like he's in very good shape. And that interview said a lot. Because I haven't seen John Jones sat down and did an interview for a while, and he's been doing a lot of interviews over the last couple of days, man. And he just did one like 11 hours ago. I watched that one, man. And guys, he looked very good. He looked focused, and he's saying that he learned some new skills, guys. See what I'm saying? John Jones saying that he learned some new skills, and he's going to take that to elevate to the next level. And if it depends how we feel, how we body feel, and say if he do good and he feel like he can compete, then he's going to go on. But not to fight Tom Aspinall is to fight Alex Pereira. You know what I mean? Because he's saying that Alex is worthy because Tom Aspinall haven't really proved nothing, and he is right. If guys, you can't just say, okay, oh, John Jones is ducking Tom Aspinall. No, guys, no. Listen, go sit down, go watch an interview what John Jones did about 11 hours ago, or maybe like yesterday. Go watch the interview what this man did. He sat down and he explained the reason why he's not fighting Tom, and he is right. Tom Aspinall, yeah, he's 27 years old, but John Jones said, listen, do you think I've been in this game for a very long time? I'm not going to risk in trying to prove something to this young man. No. He said, and don't forget, guys, John Jones already signed that contract with Stipe Miocic. That's he said that was the done deal. That deal was already signed with Steve Miocic. So for Tom Aspinall going on talking about, oh, John should forfeit the belt and this and that and all that. Listen, this guy, like John Jones say, listen, he's a young guy. You know what I mean? He have to prove certain things, and John Jones is right. So John Jones said that if the next fight is Alex Pereira, which is right, because listen, if it wasn't for Alex Pereira right now in the UFC, the UFC would have been hurting, because listen, this man fought about what 7 to 8 times. You know what I'm saying? And that take a lot of strength, but he doesn't take a lot of damage. That's the thing. Away from being knocked out with Alasanya Israel, you know what I mean? Yeah. Who else? Basically no one else really. You know what I mean? He's been on a tear, guys. He went up to light heavyweight. See what he and we all seen what's going on. You know what I mean? In the MMA world, we all seen what Alex Pereira been doing for the last year or going on 2 years. This man been on a tear. And John Jones said, listen, John Jones saying, listen, this man is on my radar because I like how he's going, and he's a goat, and he is a goat in his own way, because two division, and if you go up to heavyweight, and that's who Tom Aspinall should be calling out. If you really, I really want to see him go against Alex Pereira. That should be a good fight. Alex Pereira walk around at least 232, almost 240. You know what I mean? He's about 6'5". He's big enough to go up to heavyweight. So that's the next fight for Tom Aspinall. So why he's not calling out? You know what I mean? Come on now. But John Jones is a man of his word, and he said that, you know what I mean, he don't really know if he's going to retire or not, but it's on the table, guys. You have to think about it. Depends how this fight go, guys. And you know what I mean, and it's John Jones look like he's in very good shape, guys. He's in very good shape. You know what I mean? We talking about MMA, man. We talking about MMA. John Jones, MSG heavyweight champion, going against Steve Miocic, coming up shortly. Coming up on it, coming up this weekend, MSG. You know what I mean, and John Jones doing a lot of interview. You know what I mean, I haven't seen John Jones. Good evening, guys. Welcome to the chat, guys. What's going on, chat? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Alvarez, hello. What's going on? What's going on? Chappie, what's going on? What's that? 1_love. What's that? Jesus or Jesus 777. Okay. Good evening. How are you? What country? What state you guys coming from? Where you guys coming from? You know about MMA? We talking. You know about MMA? John Jones. We talking about MMA tonight, guys. You know what I mean? So, anyone want to share their input? You could put your input of how whatever you think how this fight gonna go down between John Jones and Steve Miocic. Listen, that's a good matchup, man. John Jones broke it down. You know what I mean? And he gives Steve Bader knockout power, but it's everywhere else he have the upper hand, man. And he said these new skills that he acquired over the couple of years since he's been hiatus from MMA. But John Jones came, I mean, listen, he looked like he's in he looked huge, guys, but he's looked like he's in very good shape. And man, that's gonna be a good fight, guys. But I think John Jones, man, he have a lot of weapons, man. I'm saying John Jones to win this fight, man. He know. Listen, I don't have to tell John. Listen, we don't have to tell John nothing how to fight his fight. John Jones know that Steve Bates is a knockout artist. He ready explain that. He ready through the interview. He ready explain all the fighters. You know what I mean? all the fighters that Stipe Miocic had to go through. He went through Francis. He went to DC. He went to the who else? The guy from God, the guy from Brazil. You know what I mean? Wars. You know what I mean? He went to. Listen, Steve Miocic went to a lot of fights, man. A lot of fights. But let me tell you something, man. The fight that took Steve Miocic to the next level, where I said, man, this man went deep. You know, he went deep. He went deep, man. He said, listen, this man knocked me out. He said, man, this man came up here and knocked me out. Listen, so that Steve Miocic is a very smart fighter, very smart. He adapt, and Steve Bay is a very good boxer. Don't forget, guys, Steve Bay was in boxing, Golden Glove. Listen, this man have good hands. I'm not taking nothing away from Steve Bay. You know what? It was good for Steve Miocic to get away for like 3 years, man. He was good for his body, for his brain, spend time with his family, work or whatever. He's a firefighter, do all of that, but it was good. I think that was a good move. Whoever called it, his wife, his management, or himself, whoever did that, guy, that was a very smart move for Steve Bay Miocic at that point to get away and let his body rejuvenate, recover, heal his brain, settle, relax, just enjoy life, then gradually get back into training and doing all of that. And now he's going for the championship. Listen, guys. Listen. There's a strong possibility. Listen, this is MMA. This is MMA. We know John Jones have a lot of experience with tools and all of that. We know that. We know that, guys. We know that John Jones is the man. But don't forget about Steve Miocic. He's very good with his hand and kicks, and he have a very good, solid, Division 1 or 2 or wrestling. He's very good. So he's all around MMA fighter. Don't take. The only thing right now, as John Jones said, no, it's age, but John Jones broke it down and said, listen, when you go in the Marines and you're being trained, you have all these men, grown men that have been in the Marines for a while and been to all the tests. These are the people like 41, 42, 43, the same age as Steve Bay, Miocic. And he said all these men could out swim and out run and do all those things out, those young guys, 21 to 22, the 30-year-old, the 35-year-old, and these grown men like 43 years old, 45, still could do all of that. So, but he said, it's only a couple of age different. John Jones is 37, Steve Miocic is 41, 42 now, maybe going on 43. So, he's an older fighter, but for the move that he did, to just get away from MMA for a while, I think that did a lot for his body, for his brain, for his family, for his overall health. You know what I mean? Because listen, man, Steve Bay was getting, man, the last knockout. Oh my God, with Francis, man, that was nasty, guys. That was a nasty knockout, guys. That was nasty. That was a nasty. I haven't seen nothing like that, man. That's how dangerous Francis is, man. And you know what I mean? And imagine if Francis was still in the UFC, man. It would have been oh my God, man. It would have been a war, guys. It would have been a war up in the UFC, but it's not like that. But you know what I mean? We have upcoming fight. We have John Jones coming up, Steve Miocic coming up. And also on that fight, we have Charles Oliveira going against Michael Chandler. You know what I mean? That fight is you know what I mean? I didn't really want to speak about that fight because I know how Mike Chandler fight, man. I just wish that he just be patient and just set up his shot, conserve his energy, and just relax, man. Just don't be in a rush trying to rah 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 and just and he gets so overwhelmed and caught up in a moment that he make mistakes. And when he get and when he make those mistakes, people capitalize and wind up getting knocked out or just getting beat up and go, getting ground and pound, survive, and then finally going the next round, then he get knocked out. That's Mike Chandler. You know what I mean? He's a good guy all around, but his fighting style, guy, is just, I don't know, man. He just need to relax and be patient. Let the fight come to him. Just don't rush. He be throwing bombs, man, and his energy, and then be missing. So all that energy is just, he just gone. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean? Man, I really think that Charles Oliveira, he will take this one, and I think it will be by knockout. You know what I mean? Charles Oliveira been been on a skid, on a losing skid for a bit. You know what I mean? But and this fight, I think he's more focused and know what is at stake right now. Because if he loses this fight, if Charles Oliveira loses this fight, man, it's not going to be looking good right now in his camp. That's to be 3 in a row or 2 in a row, whatever it is. It's whatever it is. I'm not sure if it's 2 in a row or 3 in a row, but it's not a good look for him right now if he loses fight. But I think, you know what I mean. I think he have a point to prove, and I think he going to get the win. I think by knockout. And strong possibility submission, but he's very good on the ground. But I think Charles Oliveira would take that by knockout. I just think Michael Chandler, sometimes he just need to let the fight come to him, man. He just gets so overwhelmed and throw with so much power that he just lose it and make a mistake, and the fighter capitalize, and he's done, it's over. But he just gotta relax, be patient. You know what I mean? He need to take some course from Francis. Patient Francis. You know what I mean? Patient. Just be patient. Don't overthink it. Don't overpunch. Just relax. You know what I mean? But it's hard for him at his career right now. He was 36 years old, 37 years old, and trying to teach someone that been doing MMA for about over 10 years, 12 years, for them to change their old habit is very hard in this point in his career. You know what I mean? For Michael Chandler to make some, but again, man, I don't know. Again, you know what I mean? Again, you could go either way, but you know what I mean? On paper wise, yeah, I'm not saying paper, but I'm just overall could imagine and see the fight in my head with Michael Chandler, with Charles. Oh, I could see it. I could just see how Michael Chandler gonna come out. He's gonna come out very aggressive, and he's gonna blow a lot of energy because a lot of his punches not gonna connect. And you know what I mean? And he might, but again, you know what I mean? And how we gonna turn if he go to the ground? Charles Vera is very good. Good afternoon. Good night. Jay's in the building. Big up Jay's in the building, man. We just speak about some MMA. Are you an MMA? You an MMA guy? Do you like MMA? Do you know about MMA? So we just talk about some MMA tonight. MMA. John Jones coming up with Stipe Miocic. We have Charles Oliveira against Michael Chandler. And that's, you know what I mean? But we have some other fighters making noise behind the scene, like the Tom Aspinall, you know what I mean? He's making noise, you know what I mean? And John Jones went on record that he's not, man, I won't say worthy, but John Jones don't think he's at that level for him to forget it, he's not at that level to, you know what I mean? So John Jones said the only person that he will fight, out of retirement, potentially if he retired because he's thinking about it, he will fight Alex Pereira, which is true. He said Alex Pereira will be much a better when it come down to someone to say like a legendary fight, a fight people will remember. I think people will remember more Alex Pereira because Alex Pereira right now, he's the man. He's the one that kept the UFC alive because he was fighting, man. He fight about 7 to 8 fights. You know what I mean? And defend and still going and still want to fight again. But you know what I mean? And that should be a good fight. I'd be more interested with the Alex Pereira than the Tom Aspinall. He really haven't fought anyone, you know what I mean? And John Jones is right. He haven't fought anyone. He haven't proved. Yeah, you're the interim, but come on. Who? Come on. Yeah, the only person Curtis Blade, but come on, man. I put Curtis Blade in the category as damaged goods. Hey, by the way, when are you going to be live tomorrow? Tomorrow, tomorrow is Wednesday, man. It's hard. I try to do a live around maybe like 6 o'clock. That's when I usually come on around 6 o'clock. Do a live. I did a live today. You could go back and watch that live too. I did a live today earlier. Yeah. We'll speak about the Republican. Yeah. Speak about Republican and what's coming behind that, and that was that was a good show. That was a good show. Yeah. Big up Jay's in the house. Yeah, guys. So we just talking about some MMA tonight, guys. So share your viewpoints. press the like, share the videos, share your viewing points. We have our UFC coming up, UFC 309. Yes, UFC 309 coming up. John Jones, Stipe Miocic. Then we have Charles Oliveira. Then we have got Michael versus Michael Chandler. That's going to be a good fight. But I already spoke about that. But man, it's keep that. I don't know, man. I like Michael Chandler, but he's just his style, man. His style is just too. His style is just too over. I just he just need to relax, man. Michael Chandler needs to relax. Just let the fight come to him. He just get too overwhelmed and wild and throw some bombs, and he might land some and hit Charles Oliveira, but he gets so anxious and he might make a mistake, and that's what I'm saying. Charles Oliveira might catch him in a submission, but I think Charles Oliveira might knock him out, overwhelming with punches. Cause Charles, it been I heard his hand. I've seen his hands is nice. His hands are very nice. But Michael Chandler, man, his hands are dangerous. Punch heavy, but just his setup, the way he set up his punches is not good. It's not good. He be wanting him getting caught, leave himself open, and that's the thing. When he throw these punches with so much power, he leave himself open, and the guy could counter, and always catch him with a kick or anything, and that, he's a good fighter, but I don't know, man. He's just missing something, And it's hard now trying to tell an MMA fighter, oh, you got to do this at that age. He's so accustomed you to do certain style in the octagon. It's hard, but but it can be done because John Jones went a record and said that he up his game. He said he's up his game, and that's dangerous, man. Oh my God! Imagine the skill that John Jones have, and they were more, and to accumulate more skills on top of that, that's a dangerous man. And he win a record and see how he perform. If he perform well, then he will, want that fight with Alex Pereira. But I'm going. I think John Jones will be victorious. He's aware of Miocic power. His boxing skill. He know his hand is dangerous. I just think John Jones have too many. Okay, all right, okay. Let's break it down. If you break it down, right? If you break it down, Stipe Miocic, he kicks, yeah, but it's mostly his hands. It's his hands. His hands are nice. I'm not, listen, I'm giving credit where credit is due, guys. Stipe Miocic hands, they are very nice and nasty. But I don't know, a lot of people said, ring rust, and you haven't been, I don't know, man. But Steve Bay is an active man. He's a firefighter. So I for him doing that, and I know firefighters, they cannot just sit in the house. They have to be active. They have to be, if they're on post, and still, I'm sure he's working now. He's doing something. He's staying active. And I'm sure they get a lot of exercise, fire, going in buildings, false alarm, they're going by exercise. That's keeping them in shape as well. And outside that, I'm sure Steve Miocic, probably was jogging. He's training, guys. And he looked like he's in good shape. He's big, man. He looked big. He looked big. But I compare John Jones to Steve Miocic. Man, John Jones is huge too, man. Man, his arm, he's big. He's big, guys. He's a release about 240, 250 around there. He's a big dude, but I'm going to show you guys he's moving very well, guys. His feet movement, oh my God, he's moving very fast for a big guy. Let me show you this video that this is with John Jones right here. I mean, I mean, 1 second, guys. Oh, I had it on mute. My bad. That's John Jones right there. He's moving well, guys. He's moving well. He's moving well, guys. He's moving well. I mean, we all know that Stipe Miocic, is good with his hand. He's very nice with his hand. You know what I mean? Golden Glove boxer. You know what I mean? He's very good with his hand. But John Jones said that he know his power. He know all that. He said, but beside the power and things like that, that's the only thing that Stipe Miocic have over him, which is right. He said wrestling is better, or ground, scrambling, grappling. Yes, John Jones, and he said that he up his game. He's up to the next level. So we will see, guys. We will see. We will see. But John Jones, man, he looked like he's ready to prove something. He looked like he's ready to prove something, guys. And there's a strong possibility, man. Those kicks, whoa. John Jones have very heavy kicks. DC could speak of that. John Jones kicks are hard. He doesn't have knockout power in his arm, in his hands, but his legs, they are dangerous. John Jones, DC, vouch for that. And a lot of other MMA fighters, but there's those kicks. He said those kicks. He said they're hard kicks. He said even though they look like they're not doing it, he said those kicks are hard kicks. Remember the head kick he gave to DC, man. That was dangerous, man. It stopped him and he wobbled. DC didn't know. He didn't know. That's a hard. He got kicked, and John Jones doesn't have the knockout power in his hand, but his kicks are hard, guys. When you see him kick someone, them kicks on the legs, they are hard, guys. And especially when he double up, he fake and he double up and kick, guys. Those are vicious kicks. Those are vicious kicks, and it could come from left or the right leg. They're like his kicks are like his arms. They're always moving, guys. John Jones' legs always moving. His legs never, and he's always kicking. And I think Stipe Miocic will have an issue with the legs, and I think John Jones going to chop him down. And that's this how if I'm John Jones and I'm fighting Stipe Miocic, I'm going in that ring in the octagon, and I'm going to chop him down because guess what? If you if you start damaging his legs, he's not going to have that that punch power. He's not. He's gonna have power, but he's not gonna have the full force. For what? He cannot put all his leg cannot be grounded. So when he delivered that punch, it's solid. He's gonna be off balance. So if John Jones chop his legs down, it's gonna be very hard. And I think that's gonna be one of the issue Stipe Miocic gonna have. What he's gonna do to with John Jones kicks. His kicks all over. The kicks to the legs, the shin, the head, the stomach, the arms, everywhere. John Jones kicks are like his arms. They're everywhere. So that's the only, you know what I mean. But I believe John Jones probably with a submission. You know what I mean. I think the submission. I think John Jones going to submit him, or, oh my God, he's talking about he's working on his elbow. The elbow that John Jones said they disqualified. That's the only loss on his record. Now it's legal, and John Jones said he's been practicing it, and he's been practicing. Don't forget, guys, he had that skill already. So he said he'd be sharpened up in a lot of other skills. He got other people to come in, and he said, and they took him to another level. So guys, we got to look out for a faster John Jones and a more dangerous John Jones and a more intense John Jones and a more, I believe John Jones going to take the fight to Stipe Miocic and Miocic going to take the fight to, John. But I just think, John Jones in the clinch, will have more, because right now, the way John Jones is moving and is to defend punches, and he's tacking back too. So it's not just, it's going to be a good fight. But I give the edge to John Jones because, man, John Jones, man, those kicks, man, that's all I got to say. Them kicks. And the kicks come with a punch and a kick, and those kicks, and it's going to take a toll on Stipe Miocic. Those kicks is all over, man, and we will see. But I think John Jones will win submission. And it also could be a ground empowerment too as well. Those elbows are dangerous. John Jones' elbows are dangerous. Those elbows, guys. He's known for those elbows. And remember the fight with DC when he tripped him and DC was on the floor and DC trying to get up. And John Jones gave an elbow, and that elbow just dropped DC, man. He gave him an elbow, those sharp left elbow, and DC, when DC got up, he was in la la land. And Joe Rogan said he would never do that interview because DC was, man, he was, whoa, he was, oh my God, that was vicious, man. That was vicious, guys. And the thing with John Jones, he's not a fighter that would jump on you like that. When a knockout, like when he hurts you, he's not gonna jump on you like that. Cause guess what? See, let me tell you something. John Jones know, okay, to compare like a prey, a boxer. A boxer is more dangerous when he's hurt. So okay. Do you remember that's what happened? Oh, yes. Oh, Joshua. Do you remember Joshua got knocked out? He hurt the guy, and came in very with his chin up, and the guy came with that right, caught him, and that was it. So that's the thing. You see, John Jones is not a fighter like that. When he hurts you, he's not gonna go in and go for the kill. You see, he's so disciplined. He's a very when it comes down to mixed martial arts, John Jones is the most disciplined. I'm not speaking about his outside life and all that. I'm not speaking about that, guys. I'm talking about when he step in the octagon, he's more disciplined and more focused and more balanced fighter I've ever seen in my life in MMA, guys. And I'm watching MMA for a couple of years, and I haven't seen no one like that. And you see, when he hurt DC, he didn't jump in right away. No, because DC could have come up with a wild right. No, he just let it roll. Use his legs. And because his legs have the reach and tripped GC, and that was it. And came GC with an elbow. DC fell. Boom. That was a hard elbow. Got back up, but those punches was there, and that was it. That was it. The referee gave DC a couple more, shots in there, but you know, these referee also know what the fighters could endure because they've been in the octagon with these fighters. They know, and he gave DC opportunity to bounce back, but unfortunately, John Jones, man, was laying some heavy ground and pounding, man, and that was it. That was it. It was over. So John Jones can knock you out, but very smart, not just one punch knockout. You know what I mean? But his legs can. His legs could hurt you very bad or could knock you out very bad. So that's how we're gonna go, guys. I'm going with my man John Bone Jones, the GOAT, and it's not gonna be an easy fight, and John Jones knows it's gonna be an easy fight, but I think John Jones know what he got to do to prove a point, and to me, it seemed like he's going to prove a point. And is there a strong possibility he runs through Stipe? Yes. There's a strong possibility. Yes. There's a strong possibility John Jones will go in there and overwhelm Stipe and take him out. You know what I mean? And put him up, take him down, and you know what I mean. And that's a problem, man. The strength wise, I don't know, but from what DC be saying, guys, from what Daniel Cormier be saying, he's saying that John is a very strong guy. He said John is strong. And John is more bigger now, so he's more stronger. Look how he took down Cyril Gong, guys. Cyril Gong was a big guy. Cyril Gong is a big dude, 250, 260, 259. 255, Cyril Gong, and John Jones took him down, guys. Cyril Gong is 6'4", 6'4", or 6'5". John Jones took him down like it was nothing. And Cyril Gong is a big dude. I mean, what I mean. We know that it's not about size. We all know John Jones was a big guy. I don't understand how John Jones fought at 205. He's cutting over maybe like 30 pounds, 40 pounds to make 205. Because you know what I mean, that 40 pound, 250, that's heavyweight, and that's where he's right now. John Jones gained 40 more pounds. That's all it was, 40 more pounds to be heavyweight because he was already 205. Walk around at least 230. Training, like now, if John Jones was fighting at light heavyweight, going at 205, weigh at 205, right? Weigh at 205. Weighing that during the fight in the octagon, he's about at least 230. Okay, that's how these guys get big because they're natural big guys. You know what I mean? They have to cut the weight, discipline, and any big guy like John Jones to be disciplined to cut down 205, you got to have respect for this man. Come on, guys, come on. And to accomplish what he did, not at his full weight, body weight. John Jones is a big dude. His family is big. His father, his brothers are playing Baltimore Ravens for the NFL for a couple of years. You know what I mean? Another brother, Arthur. You know what I mean? They a big dude, and they're saying John Jones is the smallest one, guys. Oh my God! They're saying John Jones is the smallest one of the brothers. So the other brother, like 6'6", 6'7", you know what I mean? They're big guys. So, but away from that, man, John Jones, it's going to be a tough fight. But I give the edge to John Jones. I think he's going to take this one, guys. John Jones, is at a level right now, and a point in his career where he said, he looked like he have to prove a point to remind people, and we will see, guys. We will see. But Stipe gonna be ready. Miocic gonna be ready. But I just think John Jones have too many weapons and too many things to go at Miocic at once. And Miocic haven't fought anyone like away from you cannot say compare John Jones to DC. No. See, Miocic haven't fought anyone like John Jones. You know what I mean? That a big guy that move like him or probably even move better. You know what I mean? And someone his size that move like him, you know what I mean, and have footwork. Steve Miocic, John Jones have footwork, so you know what I mean, and I think John Jones, the kick's gonna make a big difference, you know what I mean, because if Miocic cannot come in, he's gonna have problems, and John could easily take him down because those kicks and takedown, and if he get on the ground, what strong possibility that Miocic could survive maybe a submission from John or ground and pounding for John? Because guess what? If John put Miocic in the round, he's not going to try to do anything right away. He's going to see what Steve Bay is doing and capitalize on. But I tell you one thing, the thing that John going to do is to trap one arm. That's a favorite. I know the move that John Jones like to do, guys. That's a wicked move. It's like a cross. It's like a cross. You pin the guy arm with both your legs, and you up like this, and you're going down. That's a deadly hold. And all he have is one arm. But guess what? That right arm or the left arm. But if John Jones do it, the left arm is more dangerous, guy, because he's left-handed. So the left hand gonna control Miocic left arm, because John going to trap his right arm and have him that crucify and come down with a heavy elbow, and it most likely it's going to be hard for Miocic. It's going to be hard because John, don't forget, you have a 250-pound man laying on your weight, and it's not just weight where it's a weight that is moving around. So you might think, oh, this arm is free, the weight going this side, it's going to be but you give the edge to John because John is a very good wrestler, and he said that he improved his game, ground game up, he improved everything, guys. John Jones said he's excited to go in the octagon and show what the next level of John Jones is. John Jones. I'm waiting, guys. I think John Jones is going to get the victory, submission, or like I said, the elbow, and the it's like a crucifix, something like that, a cross, something like, I forgot, but I think because now that elbow that John Jones just got disqualified for, now it's legal. So and he said he'd been practicing it. So it's gonna be a good fight, guys. You know what I mean? Shout out to everyone joining live tonight, man. Jay, you still in the house? Because I'm getting ready to log off, guys. I've been on for, I don't want to be on too long tonight because I got to go to work tomorrow morning. But this video for all my MMA fans. Thank you for the 8 likes, guys. I appreciate it. If you come in the chat, like the video, share it. Go to my YARDCHAT platform. Check out my profile. If you like the platform, you like my video, you like what I do, please subscribe and tell your friend and share it. And make sure you press the bell so you get all notification when I do put up video. And guys, thanks for everyone that watching the videos, man. I appreciate everyone watching the video. You know what I mean? Thank you for everyone coming in. You're coming to the end. Just press the like button, guys. I have 8 likes. I want to go up to 10 before the chat is over. But I just want to tell everyone, thank you for watching my video. Thanks for sharing my videos. Thanks for subscribing. I appreciate everything that everyone doing to this platform, guys. I appreciate the audience. And you know what I mean? And the, the channel's growing, guys. I do all content, MMA. I did a show with MMA tonight. All different content. I'm a content creator, guys, of reality. You know what I mean? I don't have a script. You know what I mean? I just know what I'm going to speak about and have knowledge. I read about it. I do research about it, and I have it here. You know what I mean? And I write it down, but my notes is not. I write it down just for record, people. But it's in here. You know what I mean? That's a content creator, your own perspective and your reaction to a certain content, what you're pushing out. People want to feel what you feel. Sometimes I watch a video or I do a reaction video I'm watching and get, the same reaction how your guys get. You know what I mean? But thanks everyone for joining me again tonight. Appreciate the love. Until next time, guys. All right.